Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Today's beer, guys, one that Neil has sent, which is going to wrap up his beer mail package. Thanks, Neil. I do appreciate it, sir. This is another big one, guys. This is Pie Thief from Wren Brewing. So I'm hoping for a good one. This is another pumpkin orientated beer. They're calling it a wheat wine. But this is a big beer. He writes Pie Thief, Wren, Phoenix, Arizona, wheat wine, 12.4%. Big boy beer, canned on date unknown, best by date unknown, and he paid $5.75. That's a pretty good price for a 12.4% beer. Takes a lot of ingredients to produce a well-made 12.4% beer. And this one, I mean, it says Pie Thief wheat wine with pumpkin pie spices. So 12.4%, got it on there, guys. And then again, there is no dating on it. Like I said, this beer is probably going to keep forever, as long as the cellar correct. It's going to last a long time. So let's jump over to Untappd and see what they say. Boo! Back again and bigger than ever is Pie Thief, raising the bar on this annual release, coming in at 12.4%, giving it a larger leg up on its new, smaller counterpart, Pie Thief Social, increasing its grain bill to our mash turns limits and still utilizing the beer's lengthy boil time, all combined with his signature spice blend, creating an intensely rich drinking pumpkin pie inspired wheat wine follows around the corner, and boy oh boy does this beer already have us in the mood for carving pumpkins. Well, let's see about, I don't know, I guess you could be carving pumpkins yet. I'm glad I haven't seen any of them sitting on the porches around here already. That'd be a stinky mess by the time, especially if they're still getting in the upper 80s and almost 90 degrees. It looks pretty good in the pictures here on Untappd. I mean, it looks a little bit richer and thicker than what we had yesterday. Speaking of yesterday's beer, I looked at the other can that I had in there, and it had 7/18/23 on it. So that's when that beer was put in there. The one I had got past the dating machine, evidently, that I reviewed last night. But they did. The other one has it on there. So I mean, it could get into the 90 range for a lot of people, guys, on that beer. But today we got a different beer, and this is a lot bigger beer. So almost double, not quite, but almost double what that one is. So again, Neil, thanks a bunch for the beers you've been sending. It's always a pleasure, sir, when I see that there is a beer mail package from you here. Alright, guys, we don't have anything else. There's no IBUs given, 12.4%, no date. Should be pumpkin pie spices. They call it a wheat. It's a wheat wine though, so it may not be. We shall see. Now you know what a barley wine is. This is a wheat wine. Same thing as a barley wine, except they've used wheat instead. Yeah, I knew you'd get it. Half finger of head on that, over to the light, guys. I can see a little bit down through here. It's pretty rich and dark, more mahogany color on the big bowl part there. That's a sweet looking beer. I hope it is. To the nose we go. Yeah, I'm getting the nutmeg and the cinnamon, the typical pumpkin pie spices. It's got a nice sweetness to it. I mean, I used to like the Imperial versions a little bit better. I don't know if my palate wants to a 12.5% beer, but smells pretty good. I'm not getting a big boozy on the nose, so let's dive in. Cheers, Neil. Thank you. That's definitely a thicker, heavier mouthfeel than that one yesterday. It's 7%. Night and day difference. But it's, like I said, wheat wine. I mean, there's a difference between a barley wine and, you know, and then what I had yesterday. Now wheat wine and what I had yesterday. So Imperial versions. And wheat will do just as serious a job on you as barley wine will too. So if you're drinking something like this, not at home, you know what to do. Do not drive. I said do not drive. So, that is very, very tasty. Back in port going in, guys. I'm going to go out there and sit on the deck tonight. It's very, very nice out there. Alrighty. Pie. I get that. And I think they made a pecan pie, pecan pie version of this. I bet that's tasty too. Yum yum. Let's go sip on it, be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I got a little bit left here. I've been sipping on this almost 2 hours. I've been sipping very so gingerly because it is 12.4%. This is very, very well made for a 12.4%. I'm probably going to go against the grade just a little bit on this because it is an Imperial version and I do like those. A lot of people may find this a little boozy. I do not. It's not something I'd want to drink all the time, but for a special occasion, especially between Halloween and Thanksgiving, maybe even all the way into New Year's, especially Christmas holidays, yes. But drink it with a meal or at home or have a designated driver, guys, because this is a big boy's beer and the alcohol's fairly well hidden to me. So, very well done. I like it. Very, very tasty. Neil, this if you've had this, I would say you probably like it too. So I like this one. Very well done. Final chug. Cheers. I like the bigger body on these tastes that I'm getting from the Imperial versions. And it didn't have to be 14 or 12 or even 10. I mean, 8.5 to 9%, I mean, would probably work just as good, but even going to 12 on this one, the body, to me, I mean, as it gets heavier, the body gets thicker and chewier to me. And that's the way it's supposed to be. So, you know you're drinking something when you drink something like this. It's not lighter bodied. And the alcohol content has an effect because it takes more malt to make more alcohol, more sugar somehow. You got to throw more sugar in there, either with the malt or something else, to get that alcohol up. More sugar. That's how it works, guys. I liked it. I'm going against the grade. I think this is a 90, even though it doesn't have a date on it. It didn't get a 10 or a 9, but it's going to get to 8. It's going to get to 90, A minus. Over to Gregsbeerreviews, no scores, so more than likely a new release, especially since Untappd only has 739 people have commented so far, less than 1,000, so I feel pretty comfortable that this is a new release and we've got it pretty fresh, pretty tasty. And again, this beer is going to keep forever, just about. If you sell it correct, this beer is going to get better with age, more than likely, guys. There's nothing in here that's going to fade that I know of. So, being a wheat wine, same thing, different main ingredient. So this wouldn't fit into the the law over in England, not England, or European law there, where everything has to be the barley, water, malt, butter. I got a buzz, huh? Sure enough. Enough of that story. We're going off on left field there somewhere. Anyway, great beer, pie feet from Wren Brewing, wheat beer, 12.4%, super tasty, 90 from me. Untappd has it at 3.89. It got into the A- category for me, guys. So if you've had it, let me know what you think. And we got some Pariah beers coming up. So yep, this got a nice beer mail package from Brian and Krista. So till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.